5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Yeah!
Yeah! Oh. Yeah. Oh my God. This is awesome.
All right, let's do this. So I'm ChrisLBC, and I'll be doing the remake of Spyro the Dragon, and this will be any %. And starting off, this is an unskippable dragon. Oh, just kidding.
Oh,
Why did you do that for? I love his dialogue. He tells you how to play the game.
We should probably introduce ourselves too.
yeah, a little roll call on the couch.
Yeah.
Well, I'm SwordofSeals.
I'm Caitelady.
And I'm Spyro.
Hi, Spyro.
Hi, Spyro. Yeah, you know, it is the real me, and I just wanted to say, Chris, you know, good luck on the run, and from the bottom of my heart, after all these years, I just want to say I love you.
Thank you, Spyro.
Yeah, you're welcome. Man, did the load times take this long in the original, or am I just like imagining that right now?
I mean, like, it looks a little bit more presentable, so I imagine the loads are factoring that in. I was going to say, because I think Chris actually ran the original Spyro the Dragon not too long ago on a previous GDQ, actually. And I was going to actually mention that the game looks stellar.
Yeah, man, Spyro's come a long way, right?
Absolutely. I think 20 years ago now, right, since the first one came out?
Yeah.
Long time.
Yeah, it's been a long time, you know. I put on a few pounds in that time. You know, I really let myself go, but thanks to guys like Chris, we're still keeping things quick, keeping things slick, and keeping things just beautiful in general, you know? So, Chris, you're gonna kill it. I'm really stoked for this run.
Yeah, so right now Chris is going to be collecting 10 dragons, because that's what he needs to go on to the next world.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
One good thing you can do in the loading screens, though, is you have full control. So if you want to do a few barrel rolls, some cartwheels, some flips, some flame charges, it's all you. Go for it.
Already better than the original.
So yeah, I'm imagining the main difference between a 120% run and an any % run, and what makes the any % interesting in this one is that you actually get to route and choose which dragons you save, which gems you collect, stuff like that. So a lot of the speed run you're going to see is him going into the level, grabbing the dragons that are most available to him, getting as much treasure as he can, and then just backing out and going into the next level. Because you do actually need to go into every level in each homeworld to be able to travel to the next one.
All right, so in this level, we got a pretty cool trick coming up. I think it's affectionately named like the Boop Scoop, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know if I like that name, but apparently so. But keep your eyes peeled.
Just going to get over
All right, here we go. Here's the fairy.
Here's the boop.
Here's the boop. And there's
Whoa!
Let's go. Let's go.
So the main idea of the level is actually to wrap around the whole thing. That's actually the part of the level you're meant to approach at the very end. You got a bull just running around in the middle of the cutscene now.
Rude.
Yeah.
A rude bull.
Get your own video game. Goodness. Right. But yeah, the main idea is to wrap around the whole level, but by doing that little bit of a sequence break with the fairy, just whoop, you can just actually just do the whole level like that and get all of the dragons that you need straight away.
Like what? Like whoop, 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 whoop.
If you like fairies, you're going to see more of them later. They're quite interesting. They're one of the main things that you're going to be focusing on in the later part of the run. But I'll save that as a surprise.
Yeah, we'll save the surprise for you guys.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it too early.
What should we call that one? Like, we got the Boop Scoop? That one?
I mean, I was never settled on the name Boop Scoop, so.
I think I like Hi Spyro.
Hi Spyro is a good name for it. Hey there, Marco.
And goodbye, Marco.
Hey! And
well,
that's it.
That's it. See you later, Marco. So
stands there, waiting for someone to say hello, and someone just comes along and jumps on your head and just ditches you, leaves your hot air balloon.
Just rude. A lot of rude moments.
It is. But it's your fault, right? Because you are Spyro, so do you have anything to say for yourself?
It really makes you wonder who are the good guys and who are the bad guys in this game, really. I mean, I don't mean to be asking any existential questions, but, you know, I have a very colorful past. That's all I'm going to say.
We'll leave it at that for now. In the Peacekeepers homeworld now, so we've already done the first homeworld. I believe there are 5 total, so we're already steaming our way through.
Yeah, and the goal here will be to get to 1,200 gems
So
before we leave.
He's keeping an eye on his gem count. One thing to mention, again, you probably already know this, so this is just rinse and repeat. Different color of gem means different value. So red being 1, green being 2, blue being 5, yellow being 10, purple being 25.
Woo,
Did I do it?
Yeah. Woo! All right.
Awesome. Right. So yeah, you're paying attention to the higher, the color of the gems as well, because obviously you want to grab more of the higher valued ones because you need more gems to progress through the game. Because the balloonists don't actually let you go to the next world if you are deficient on gems, dragon saved, and eggs as well.
Depending on the balloonist.
Depending on the balloonist, exactly.
So yeah, so a lot of the routing will kind of come down to really aiming for blues and higher, right? And skipping over some of the reds and greens.
Absolutely.
Even going out of your way for some of the yellows.
Of course.
That's going to save you all the time, and we want to save all the time.
All the time.
All of it.
Yeah, you collect over half the gems in the game by the time you get to the last balloonist, so you got to get quite a few gems throughout the run.
Beautiful stairs by Chris.
Yeah.
This completely legendary staircase.
Stairs are really weird in this game. One of the fastest ways to climb them is actually bonking Spyro's face on the stair. Imagine that.
Doesn't hurt that bad though, right? I imagine.
You know, I have some brain trauma, I'm not going to lie.
Chris, what was that skip there? Were you supposed to get up there?
No.
No?
No?
That was actually a really tough skip in the original game, but in the remaster, they made Spyro's charge jump much higher, so it literally looks like it's intended in this version of the game.
That's one thing that you've been making a lot of use of so far, just a lot of charge jumps to clear a lot of gaps and crevices and whatnot.
Yeah, and the charge jump being so high, we're going to be able to do a couple skips in this level as well that in the original, you do them in a slightly different way, but with the charge jump, it's a little funny how you can do certain skips that were in the original, but in a different way.
Yeah.
Finding a way to make it happen.
That's what speedrunning's all about, isn't it? Yeah.
Hey,
Where's
Spyro,
Spyro? Where'd you
where are
go?
going?
Oh no, come back.
Spyro.
All right, we're good.
Do we have...
This is one of them. Just glide around.
That's purely from the charge jump height, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I think the intended way of that is at the very end of the level, once you wrap your way back up the top, you're actually meant to glide over, so that just saves bundles of time.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And there's a 25 gem back there. That's why we go around.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Gotta get that.
That's also something that was possible in the original. And apparently they forgot that you can flame that from the ground.
Oops.
Aren't you normally supposed to chase that thief? He's kind of just standing there, just...
Yo, Chris, I think you're cheating right now.
Oof.
You're not doing it the way they intended, bro.
Yeah. So with the thief, normally there's an egg animation, but if you get him while you're in the air, that animation just doesn't happen.
Oh,
That's
okay.
a nifty little trick. And if you noticed, I came at the thief from above, and nice gliding into a stair.
Beautiful.
Yeah, when you come at him from above, for some reason that thief just stands there. He's just like, oh, hi, Spyro. Oh.
Hi, Spyro.
Hi, Spyro. Oh, hi, Spyro.
I'm assuming it's expecting you to come from a set path, so the fact that you land on top of it, it just doesn't really know which way to go, so...
Definitely. Because normally he runs around. Like,
oh, yeah.
The thieves are extremely fast in this game. For some reason, they boosted the speed on the thieves like at least 10 times. So doing stuff like that, we've found ways to make almost every thief in the game obtainable really quickly. But it requires a little bit of finesse and a little abuse like we did in Cliff Down there. So this is the first flight level, and I might as well mention right now, I'm actually playing on the disc version of the game. So this is 1.00, and they made some fixes to the flight levels that make it a little bit faster. But there's a good reason I'm playing on the disc version, which we will discuss later.
But we'll save that till later.
Yeah, if we have any donations, now would be a great time to read them. Super high-paced flying action right now.
Great. We have just going to start off with a donation from Sonic Mega in the amount of $100. Happy SGDQ2019. After many years of watching from home, it's so exciting to be here and seeing it live from the actual front row. And just like Spyro, it's time to get the hype reignited. Good luck to every runner, host, and staff member involved in helping this year's event be one to remember. We have a $50 donation from James181. So excited for Spyro. Thanks to everyone who makes this event happen. Let's raise a ton of money.
Got time for another one?
Wicked. We've got one from GoFrogs 2011 for $250.
Ooh,
Who says, let's go. Ready for an exciting week of games getting destroyed.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but you did not do that the standard way that they expect you to do that initially. Am I right?
There's like fairies that supposedly like tell you the route you're supposed to take, but
really?
Nobody.
Yeah,
no one told me
with
that.
arrows. You didn't see them?
Arrows.
No, I didn't see them, bro. Where are they?
Where are you looking?
They're in the original too.
Yeah, they are.
How many gems did you get from that?
That was 300 gems. So every time we go into flight level, it's just to get a quick 300 gems.
Absolutely.
Even though there's no dragons or thieves, it's still worth spending the extra 2 minutes or however long it is to get through those levels just for the gem.
Kind of ridiculous how much that thief was showboating and you just caught it in under 2 seconds, but you know.
Kind of ended his career. That was kind of messed up.
Coming from you, that's a bit rich. You are Spyro, after all.
Hey, I'm a humble dragon. What can I say?
So this is the first boss level. We actually skipped the Toasty in the first homeworld because he doesn't have a lot of gems, so he's really not worth going into. He only has 1 dragon, so.
Yeah, we need them dragons at first.
But one thing you'll notice is I'm not actually going to fight the boss here.
Sadly.
Imagine that's because he takes too long for the amount of gems he gives you, would be my guess.
Definitely.
Yeah.
He has some long animations and little cutscenes that he does, and he might be a little not properly rated for this show.
Oh, I see what you mean. Got you. So we're going to rescue Trondo, and then I assume that's it.
All right.
All right, we got what we needed.
Nice seeing you, I guess.
It's fun confronting
Briefly.
you.
Do you reckon he just stands there waiting for you?
Yeah.
He's just waiting
From his
forever,
perspective, you just disappeared.
Yeah, like, where'd he go? Yeah.
Poof, and he's gone.
Call that the poof.
Call that the poof.
All right. So this is the last level we're going to go into here in Peacekeepers. And probably one of the most beautiful levels. I think that they did an amazing job with the remake of this level in particular.
Yeah. In general, I think the level designs of this game are so beautiful the way they've been redone. You know, say what you want about the movement or any of the mechanics compared to the original, but the amount of time they spend on the environments is really gorgeous.
The art style, like one of the biggest shames is obviously because it's a speed run, we're not going to be talking to any of the dragons, but if you actually observe the sheer level of detail and quality in the animations of every dragon that you rescue, just like the level of detail in the animations and the art direction is fantastic. It's brilliant.
Definitely.
Lots of stray 10 gems there, hanging on the windowsills, so just picking up as many as you can.
Also, you got to beware of the walls in this game because they didn't do the most amazing job with the hitboxes of the walls. So the walls will generally just push you all over the place. So that's why I take a bit wider turns every now and then.
Because I imagine if you hit the wall ever so slightly, it will give you that tragic bonk animation that can just send you straight down. And in a level such as this, where there's just like gaps everywhere, not exactly where you want to be heading.
But so the bonks aren't really as dismal in this game as they are in the original, huh?
I mean, you can use them to your advantage for climbing stairs. You couldn't do that in the original, because they actually set you backwards in the original when you collided with an object.
Yeah, and it's weird because when you're climbing upstairs, you don't actually charge into the wall. It's actually when you glide, you bonk now. So that's something that they added as a feature into this game. When you're gliding into a wall, you'll actually bonk. So that's an interesting addition to the game.
I'm assuming that, again, is another use of the charge jump, giving you a little bit of an additional height. You're meant to usually wrap around and do a bit more platforming, but you just went straight there because that's where the dragon is.
Definitely. So. I think they overlooked how OP the charge jump was in this game.
But it feels nice to
Definitely.
do. So.
Definitely. And that is it for Peacekeepers. We are going to head off to Magicraft.
We're already on to the third world,
already.
guys. We're almost, there's 6 worlds in this game, and we're already on to the third world. Guys, this is coming to a close quicker than I'd like it to.
No, you got a bit of time left.
This is my moment to shine, guys. And it's already passing me by.
You can read a couple donations.
Awesome. We have got a $100 donation from Magic Pickle. For the first time, I'm in a position to be able to donate. Thanks for being amazing. We have a $30 donation from Shadow Dragon 57, finally able to donate. Spyro is my absolute favorite game as a kid, and the remaster is beautiful to see. From one dragon to another, fire him up, hoard all the things.
Hoard all the things. That's our plan.
That's what Spyro does.
That's what he does. He's just making every single egg look like a joke, by the way. I don't know if you're aware of that.
Yeah, especially considering how difficult they are in the
Yeah.
Like, the egg thieves will actually slow down the longer you chase them.
Oh, okay.
So they made them, like, nearly impossible to get on the first pass, and then they make them slow down so that
You're
more
not running
casual
around
players can
for
get
hours
them.
on end.
But Chris isn't a casual player.
No.
No, he's
I ain't got time for that.
he's a gamer.
Alpha.
Any gamers out there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah!
There's a
Glad we got some gamers here.
Absolutely.
So Alpine Ridge, do we have anything interesting happening in this level?
This is mostly a cycle-based level, and there's a little bit of a... So we time off in-game time, so we actually try and abuse the in-game timer. And one thing about the in-game time is when you're rescuing a dragon, the in-game timer stops. And there's a cycle coming up ahead where I'm going to talk to the dragon, and I'm going to let the dragon cutscene play just like a little bit longer. And it's going to manipulate the cycles without actually costing me any time.
All these enemies and the environment, the stairs moving up and down, those are the cycles we're talking about.
Yeah, so I'll just wait for him, and now when I go to this door, it'll actually be going down really quickly rather than having to wait.
Nice.
very nice.
Nice.
Yeah, speaking of eggs, you need 5 of them in this homeworld to pass on through the blueness. So more of those very quick egg thieves.
Yeah, no problem though. He's just been breezing them so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely picked the easiest egg thieves to get that are the most consistent. And the quickest, of course.
A little bit of a nifty damage abuse there, just so that you don't have to wait for the fireworks to explode so you can get your gems, I imagine?
Definitely.
Yeah? Because Sparks has a health meter in this game. Depending on the color of Sparks is how many hit points you have left. If Sparks is no longer there, one more hit and Spyro's down and out for the count, and you get respawned in the last point that you were saved. And to my understanding, the save points are the dragons that you rescue. So ideally don't want that to happen, so he's keeping an eye on Sparks at all times to make sure that he can make use of those damage abuses when he can.
We did our homework on this game, guys.
We did.
We know how it works.
It's been 20 years, man. So,
it's been 20 years.
Yeah. But you've aged like wine, so...
Yeah, wine that's been left out on the counter.
So this is really where the route kind of differs from the original game. The route that I do in the original, there's a certain path you can take in this level which you can't really do efficiently in this version of the game. So I'm actually reverting to...
Please don't flame us in the face right now.
Well,
Ow.
Ow. Ow. Ow. Ow.
but yeah, shoutouts to Saboom for the idea of the whole route for this game in particular, since we put Terrace Village in the route.
Oh, yes.
Nice. Perhaps a donation or two would be good now?
Yep.
Awesome. We've got a $5 donation from Monsoon and Dank Hank. First time we get to catch SGDQ live, and here's our first donation. We want to make sure to donate more throughout the event. Good luck to all the runners, and greetings from Germany. We have a $100 donation from Gyoza Gyozo. Spyro Reignited Trilogy is such a beautiful remake, and I'm excited to see it at GDQ. Looking forward to watch all the impressive speedruns, and good luck to all the speedrunners.
I could go for some gyoza right about now.
Yeah. So, what's this magical piece of ground that you've charged on and they're now moving twice as fast?
That is a supercharged ramp.
They look pretty cool. Do you mind explaining what they are and how they work?
You charge on them, and then you charge fast.
Perfect.
Wow.
All I needed.
Wow.
Amazing.
Wow, all right, let's go. All right, let's try it.
You're going to be seeing a lot more of those later in the run as well. The level design actually makes use of them. So you'll see some evolved charging strats. Be on the lookout.
Yeah, supercharging is one of the things that has changed a lot from the originals to this game.
There were loads of ways to get it in unintended means or to level it up, I guess.
Well, now there is, right? Thanks to some new glitches that have been found.
Absolutely.
And the cool thing is, and we're going to save the surprise for the end.
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
I know none of you guys have seen this game before ever, so we're not going to spoil it for you. But there's been some really huge glitches found in the past month or so that really have just blown open the door for how this game is routed, what sort of tricks you can use. And so anybody looking to get into this game, check it out because it's still a really new speed game and there's still so much to be discovered and routed into not just Spyro 1, but 2 and 3 Reignited.
He got me.
It's okay.
This is another difference from the original. You used to be able to charge through these guys' lightning, but now you can't anymore.
You have to play a little bit more diligently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now they're one of the strongest enemies in the game. That was a cool little...
Yeah.
That was nice.
Really clever use there of using the supercharge to break those chests, because normally they're called flame chests. You have to flame them, and then the gem pops out. You have to jump and grab the gem. But because you're going fast, that's all you need.
Yeah.
Science.
He probably didn't even notice, but he got an egg thief behind that wall, too.
He did?
Yeah.
I wasn't even paying attention.
It was on the screen
It was
for
moving
like 2
too
seconds.
fast. Too fast, man.
And he charged after him to try to save him too, but to no avail.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Let's go,
I
guys.
like
Let's go.
Who's that guy? Hey, man.
My boy Luke.
Oh. No, that's the name of the dragon. I don't know who that was.
That thief is usually in a different spot, but he just wasn't playing nice today.
Oh, hexes.
Let's get the Hexus out of here. I live for bad jokes, I'm sorry.
And already, Magicraft is just going by so fast. We've got another flight level coming up, so probably a good time for more donations.
Awesome. We have a $100 donation from Bad Funky. Good luck to all the speedrunners and have a blast. Let's see some new world records. Guys, we have a $2019 donation.
Let's go.
Greetings, SGDQ. I'm so excited that it's time to come together as a community again. Let's start this one off right. Can I get some hype for this week's event?
Hey! Nice.
Whoa.
Nice.
I'm not
crazy
gonna
little
question what
strat
just
here.
happened because I pressed the button and nothing happened. Oh, can we still get it?
Let's go, Chris.
Okay. Oh,
No, it's fine. We'll get him later.
yeah,
it's
it's
fine.
okay.
It's fine.
that was unfortunate, but what happened? Whatever.
I think the way they fly around the level means that they're going to cross our path again anyway, so it's not too much of a backtrack or a detour.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
Hey, so does on that note, does the camera affect the way enemies cycles work like it does in the original game in this game?
I think in a certain way, but
a certain
definitely
way.
not
Not to the extent.
same as the original.
Yeah, because he flew all the way around the thing right there.
So I'm just gonna do it a little bit differently. There we go. So it didn't cost too much time.
That was only a couple of seconds at most, so nice. 300 gems, easy peasy.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Chris making it look easy, dude.
I'm surprised I recovered on that one. That could have been a lot worse.
It's not something you normally practice for, I imagine. So
Yeah.
it's good stuff. Okay,
Just flew straight
no,
through
no,
him.
no. You
That's
gotta explain
cheating.
that to me. What's
That's
up with
cheating.
that? Come on, man.
You used to be able to skip that dragon by entering the portal from the back in the original game, but of course that's not a thing in this game.
So now you just fly out and just land on his head and save him as you finish the level.
Pretty much.
If it works, it works.
Yeah. And it's better to rescue him on the way out because Spyro moves away from the portal, so you'd be closer to where you want to go.
You're in a better position.
Coming into the boss level now, right? Flow hard. Let's not make a Twitch chat be nice.
You're just going to egg them on, aren't you?
Yeah.
A lot of the same enemies from, I believe, was it High Caves? Wizard Peak? Wizard Peak, yeah. So they're all worth incinerating because they all have 5 and 10 gens in them, so he's just taking them out as quick as he can.
Yeah, this level you actually get like 99% of the gems.
Yeah,
because there's so many high values, yeah.
Yeah, just blues and yellows everywhere. Making use of that early cycle there, jumping early so you can land on the platform as soon as possible, so we can rescue Altair.
Oh my!
All right, we're just observing the scenery a little bit.
Check out this beautiful wall texture.
They did a great job on this.
They
wall.
really did. Can we check out that windmill while we're at it? Nice. Okay.
Nice. It's my boy Tornado Joe right there.
Tornado Joe. Let's go.
That's a really quick boss level, and he's even got a purple gem for you right there. Yeah. So
Definitely. All right, now we're moving on to Beastmakers.
Already.
Time for some more donations.
Awesome. We've got a $25 donation from TK185. Spyro the Dragon was the first console game I ever owned. Really happy to see it at GDQ with a fresh coat of paint. Best luck to all the runners. We have a $30 donation from Sleepy One. Shout outs to Spyro on the couch.
yeah, let's get some hype for Spyro, the one and only.
You can get another one.
Awesome. Micah 200 with $25. As a kid, I spent countless hours playing Spyro the Dragon with my grandmother, and I'm so excited to see this awesome remake run today. Go, Chris, go.
Thank you.
This homeworld scares me, Chris.
It's a bit spooky.
It's a bit. Not even just the environment, just the levels have some of the most brutal enemies in the game in them from my memory of the original, and I don't think they changed any of that.
No, they're just as bad.
Yeah.
You could say it's almost electrifying.
Oh.
Don't ever do that again.
Okay.
So this wasn't in the route before, you said?
Saboom does this level, but he was the only person in the original game to put Terrace in the run because he just wanted to be special. And apparently it's like the fastest route in this version of the game, so he was onto something.
He was foreshadowing.
Yeah. So all these enemies are very deadly, but as long as I can get them quick enough, then they won't get me. And this is also another level with cycles. All these electric floors are on a cycle, so you just kind of have to work with that. Also, you're not really supposed to go fast here, but
That's incredibly tight of a jump to make. Nice.
Except one thing that we probably really haven't discussed is they added something called auto hovering in this game. If you're barely gonna miss glide, they'll kind of just like hover you over the ledge.
Well, it kind of just give you a little bit of a pop-up boost.
Yeah.
Like, here you go. Yeah.
What? Oh
Yeah.
my god.
See, the funny thing is, I got the glitch where if you jump on the frame that the electrification. Yeah, the electrification starts. You can land back on without taking damage. Unfortunately,
I'm blaming
I took
you
some
for
damage
this.
anyway.
You are to blame for this, for your terrible joke.
Hey,
You
I
should
didn't
feel
lie.
bad.
I didn't lie to you guys.
You didn't lie, but you should feel bad.
And we picked up a couple sparks on the way out, so
Nice.
not a big deal. Another change from the original. You used to have to wait until Sparks would eat the butterfly before you leave the level, but now he can eat multiple butterflies at once, and you can just leave a level and you'll get them immediately, so that's pretty convenient.
That's what we like to see.
That makes the original game kind of interesting when you're speedrunning it, right? Because then you'll be leaving levels with like green or no sparks and trying to figure out how to make it work without waiting for like a year. for the butterfly to come in.
I like what you did there to avoid the explosions so you could keep your sparks at full health.
Yeah, I almost messed it up because I accidentally clicked in the right joystick, which...
Moves the camera.
Yeah. It's pretty easy to accidentally do some things in this game, like open up the guidebook or like you just move the right joystick a little bit too much pressure and then you click in the joystick. Yeah. Anyways, another flight level. This one's actually pretty cool, but I'll just let it speak for itself. You can read some more donations.
Very cool. We have a $50 donation from Samantha. Spyro the Dragon was one of my first video games. This donation is in honor of my 7-year-old self, whose mind would have been blown by both the Reignited Trilogy and Chris's speedrun. And from Paxis, we have a $1,139.56 donation. Woo! Paxis says, hello, maybe you're wondering why $1,139.56? Well, that's the exact amount for 1,000 euros, and that's the amount I wanted to donate. I love all the GDQ events and watched them since 2012. Please keep up this incredible good work. Thanks to all the people that make this happen, and greetings to the BBB community in Germany.
Woo!
Yeah. We have a $50 donation from Dreamweaver. GDQ has become one of my favorite weeks out of the year. I love seeing speedrunners and fans of speedrunners coming together to donate to a great cause. Happy SGDQ.
Was that donation like foreshadowing?
Yeah, I feel like we're...
Was that Dreamweaver, did you say? That's the next, that's the next homeworld. Foreshadowing.
You got time for one more.
All right, we've got a $25 donation from Nakarashi. First donation of SGDQ with more to come. Doctors Without Borders is a fantastic organization that deserves all of our help.
Oh, Misty
This level. Infamous level.
Yeah, quite notorious.
Yeah.
Pretty tough one.
Very difficult level. Let's hope it cooperates.
Alistair still has a tendency to not cooperate, is what you're telling me. Oh dear.
The thing about this level is right at the start, I'm going to be taking damage on purpose because I want to get to a certain spot and I'll need to travel over a large gap of water to go there.
Yeah, I tend to notice with a lot of the designs of the levels in this game, they kind of have them so that they all kind of wrap around themselves in a way where the back of the level actually has the ending of the level. Like he's literally now...
He's at the end now.
At the part where you would leave the level, but we're not done just yet. We've got some gems to collect, we've got some dragons to save, but it works out so much better for the routing purposes because they have all of the high treasure rewards at the end of the level, all of the blues and yellows in the chests and whatnot, so...
There's also 4 plants at the start of this level that are really annoying.
You'd rather not have to deal with, right? Yeah.
Definitely. And the plants are very scary.
I think one of my favorite things about this level is that literally some of the enemies in the level are chasing the enemies in the level. Like there's stuff going on. Like you've got the wild boar over there chasing that Nork over there, but they both have gems in them, so they're both, you know, fair game when it comes to that.
They'll never finally meet.
No.
And find each other's gems. It's a sad story. Sad love story, really.
Oh,
These frogs. They're cold.
These are the
guys.
Cold-blooded killers.
That's what this dragon says. Watch out for them attack frogs.
Why would... After you've already encountered multiple of them.
Yeah.
By the way, watch out! You gotta feel bad for these guys, man. They're standing there in their gear, they're all ready to heck you up, and you're just like, oh! Terrible.
Yeah, they're just in a line.
They're just waiting.
Just waiting.
All right, gentlemen, line formation.
Yeah.
This was sure to get them.
Not sure who planned North military, but...
You avoided the heck room, the scary room with all the enemies in it. You didn't go there. We don't do that this time. Nice.
That room is... Not only is it the worst room in the game, on the PS4 Pro, it drops to like 5 FPS, so it makes it even worse.
You've got like what, like 6 frogs in there, 5 trees, 4 Norks,
it's like,
in a tiny cramped space or something.
It's 4 Norks with swords, which are very deadly, along with 6 attack frogs.
Yeah,
and
none of that.
And they're all moving around. They're all jumping all over the place.
Yeah, and Yeah. Everything just hits you really easily.
Yeah, you never know what you're going to get when you walk into that room.
Speaking of jumping all over the place, Treetops.
Yeah, this is probably my favorite level.
Ow, my eyebrows.
It's getting hot in here.
Yeah, so who even knows what the intended way of doing this level is, but we're not doing that.
No,
No.
absolutely not.
Definitely not.
So, are we going after that thief, or are we kind of doing our own little thing here?
I think we can see him there.
Yeah.
Maybe? Yeah, we'll just see him there.
Fair enough.
So you barely need any
Wow.
supercharge to
What?
actually get supercharge. And you can, so it allows you to get some supercharge and just get off the ramp immediately, which allows you to bypass that whole,
That is a very
yeah.
strenuous task, because
Look
you...
at this level, man. It's so beautiful. This is so
Yeah,
beautiful, right?
It's gorgeous. Shout outs to Toys for Bob, man. They nailed the artistic approach to the game.
Taking a supercharge over here.
Yeah, just taking the supercharge everywhere I want to.
Oh, we got that chest.
But you had a key!
I didn't need the key. It's fast.
What are you going to do with that key now? It's just left
It's
over?
just gonna hang out.
Just gonna sit there all pretty.
Oh, yeah. Got both those spring chests.
Nice, yeah. So I'm assuming, all right, so how the supercharge works is that the longer that you're on a supercharge ramp, that builds up more charge. What he did just there
That was
actually
sick.
circumvented going around the whole level.
Yeah, let's go. That was
mad
sick.
impressive.
That was sick.
The original game has a way in which you land down here and you kind of use a slope to get up to that area, but the intended means is to just carry that supercharge all the way around, but with a pivot jump, he just managed to make it work, which is beautiful.
Yeah, and you don't actually need to be charging on a supercharge ramp to gain speed. You just need to be charging with supercharge. So that's another thing that's different from the original. In the original, you had to go down more supercharge ramps to get more speed, but they changed how it worked in this game, which is to our benefit, of course.
Making use of what they put in the game, right?
Yeah.
All right, boss level. This is gonna be hard.
Metalhead.
Who's laughing? Hey, this is a hard game.
They actually made Metalhead quite difficult in this game. But let's hope he's metal dead by the end of this.
Hey.
You're in on the bad jokes as well now.
Hey, let's go,
I've got to
Chris.
scold you for it as well. Excellent.
Stole that one from Dale earlier.
Little secret area down here.
Oh, okay.
So unfortunately, even though what he did in the previous level was amazing, that he was able to break the chest without the key, the keys don't stack. So the moment he left the previous level, it disappears. So he does need to go and grab this key to open a chest later in the level. And this is a really important chest because it's got some purple 25 gems hiding in it. So
I don't know if there's any purples, but there's definitely a lot of gems to obtain for sure. Boss levels are, in general, usually a good place to get a lot of gems really quick. So even though they only have one dragon in each boss level, it's still worth it to go in there because of how many gems you need to beat this game.
the requirement's actually really high. It's like abnormally high. It's like over half. So it's like 3/4 of the gems, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The obtainable amount of gems is about 10,500, and we need 6,000 of them. So
It's mad.
Ooh, all right, here we go, there we go.
Got him.
That's first cycle down.
yeah, and didn't get hit. Let's hope we can do the same with the second cycle. I told you this boss is hard. I'm not joking.
Spyro said it himself. What more proof do you need? Let's see, there's no purples in this, right? Blue, 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 green. Yeah, I'm just a liar. Don't listen to anything I say ever again. Sorry, guys.
Oh no! This is why it's hard, because these cycles are sometimes unpredictable.
I think, thankfully, just as they start to flash red, you can still hit them.
Oh, now he's metal dead.
Everybody's on the bad jokes now.
Yeah, all right. Metal dead, let's go.
Only got hit once, so that wasn't too bad at all. The Metalhead can be very much a pain in the backside. I can tell you that.
And again, not to give spoilers for the end of this run, but there are glitches out there that can allow you to have the super flame, so you don't even have to charge into any of those poles. You can take that all the way into Metalhead, fly around, go out of bounds. All that stuff is possible, but we're not doing it because it takes too long. We're too fast for it.
All right, just gonna be finishing up here in Beastmakers. Probably got time for more donations.
All right, we have a $100 donation from Nikasor. Kicking off the marathon with Spyro. This is for all the bonks, ignored fairies, and confused egg thieves. To all the runners, good luck, have fun, and go fast. Then we have a $5 donation from Tommy. If Spyro is running in a circle, is he then Spyroing?
Oh, God.
We're going down that one, are we?
It wouldn't be a GDQ without the bad jokes, guys, let's be honest.
We got time for another one.
All right, we've got Banana Pancake 95 with $250. Woo! Thank you so much. They say good luck and have fun.
See, foreshadowing, Dreamweavers.
Yeah, that
They
Dreamweaver
knew.
guy. What the heck?
I know.
Wow.
Okay, let's not go that way. There's a finicky jump at the start of this homeworld, so let's hope it just cooperates. A use of the auto hover mechanic is coming up here. I haven't really used it that much this run, but we'll just jump over here. Oh, I don't even need to auto
Wow,
hover.
Nice.
made it.
Pro.
That it like barely saves any time, but it skips going into the whirlwind.
Going straight to the boss level first.
Jeez.
Feeling
Chris.
confident.
Yeah, it might be good to note that he only needs 6,000 gems to progress to the final world. So he's really close.
Yeah, we've got most of them already.
He's all done with all the dragons.
No
and
more dragons.
eggs.
No more eggs.
Got more than enough, yeah. So it's just a little bit of gem collecting. And as he mentioned earlier in the run, the boss levels tend to be absolutely jam-packed with gems. So
Another efficient bonking,
nice, nice. Another key.
which we'll use this one.
Yeah.
I didn't need that 5 damage.
Expert
Yeah.
use of the key right there. Very
Yeah.
nice, Chris.
You used to be able to skip the cutscene when opening one of those chests, but in this remake, they just really wanted you to look at that key opening the chest. It's just like
So this is our boy
Fire.
Jacques right here.
Jacques?
I think that's how it's pronounced,
Isn't it
right?
Jax? Jacques?
Jacques.
Jack.
Jacques? I don't know.
Jackson, I believe.
Open to interpretation. Jackson. Skill point acquired.
Yeah.
That's
There
how
we
you
go.
know you're-
That's
he's
how
a gamer.
He's a good gamer, guys. He got the skill point.
That's a lot of gems for not a lot of work, I've got to say.
Definitely. And to make up for the rest of the gems that we're missing, we're just going to be hitting up the last flight level, since that's a quick 300, and all we need at this point is gems. We've got the 50 dragons, and that's all we need.
As we know, those
6,000.
flight levels, man. The flight levels are where all the gems are at.
And then the last remaining gems, I imagine he's just going to scavenge on his way to the flight level.
Definitely.
So yeah, 6,000, magic number. That's what we're looking for.
I have a lot of gems, so I'll probably be over gemmed, but
Better to be over than under, though.
definitely.
They're cowering in fear, Chris. How could you destroy these poor enemies?
Hey, you're the one doing it.
Exactly.
I'm not doing anything.
You keep
Hey.
forgetting who you are.
I'm just the messenger, all right? Chris
Okay.
is the gamer, okay?
Gotcha. Yeah, you're definitely going to be over gemmed.
Yeah,
for
definitely.
Sure. That's fine, though.
I might even have 6,000.
Well, on the... Yeah. Well, right now, I don't even need to do it. Nah, you still need a few more.
Nope.
Whoa!
Let's go.
Efficiency! Nice!
Unfortunately, non-efficiency, because there's some gems I can collect on the way, but let's try and avoid them? No.
On
Yeah,
purpose.
yeah, do it.
I don't think I can, actually.
Nah, it's whatever.
couple more donations.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, we've got a donation from Sparks the Dragonfly for $50. Hey,
know that guy.
Spyro, don't forget to eat some butterflies so I can stay healthy. How does that work anyways? We've got Ace 25 donation from Steampunk Q. Hey, SGDQ, really glad to see Spyro getting some time in the spotlight with the start of the day. The series was a huge part of my childhood, and seeing the remaster being broken is absolutely awe-inspiring. Good luck with the run, Chris.
Thank you. One more.
We have a $25 donation from Tiamat. Love this cause and love Spyro.
We love Spyro too. Do we love Spyro here?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
They really love me. They're
Finally.
Yeah.
Wrong game.
Wrong Pokemon. Yeah, let's go 6,000. 6,000, man.
Let's jump it. Okay.
Okay, dodge and gems, dodge and gems.
So remember that surprise that we were talking about earlier?
Watch closely, guys.
Unfortunately, this gem is in my way, so.
Hi, Spyro.
Don't forget to say hi, Spyro.
Spyro. Remember to talk to your fairies.
Always have valuable information.
Let's make sure I have it. Okay.
Yeah, talk to them a
Here
lot.
we go.
Oh! Okay, wait, we're not done yet. Okay, silence
right.
in the crowd.
Yeah,
Give it a moment.
Focus.
Need a little bit of focus here. Just admire Spyro.
Flaming in the balloon.
Totally intended.
Yeah, let's go!
Let's go!
Not really.
Let's go!
A little bit left.
Oh my
You just skipped up
god!
to the final boss of the game.
I did.
Oh my god!
So all I learned is that talking to fairies. Hi, Spyro. Hi, Spyro. Apparently, final boss.
Yeah, that's all you got.
Mind giving me a little bit of an explanation towards that? I'm a little bit confused here. Do you have any idea what's going on?
I have no idea what's happening right now.
Cool. Excellent.
I'm a bit confused too, I'm
Yeah?
not gonna lie.
Chris, if you'd like to enlighten us.
So what I did with the dragon, when I was talking to the fairy, I got fairy storage, which allows me to bring up the fairy text box wherever I want. And if I get into the balloon and bring up the fairy text box, all of a sudden I can control Spyro again. And it carries through the load screen. Also, yeah, thieves are a joke. Let's go. So having control of Spyro, when I load into Nasty's world, I can charge out of the balloon before anything loads underneath me. And of course, with a little bit of precision, you have barely enough time to get where the Nasty Nork portal will load in. And as long as it loads in on top of you, there you go, you're inside Nasty's.
And doing that is a massive time save because normally you have not two, but
Yeah.
I think 2 levels, right? Yeah.
Two.
Is it 2 levels that you actually have to get to the end of them for them to open the next one? And he already has as many gems as he needs, so he doesn't actually need to be in those levels. So that's minutes of time. Also coming up on time shortly, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Right as I flame Nasty Nork, that'll be time.
And I'm gonna wait for it.
And time.
Nice.
You're toast, Nork.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Hi, Spyro! Hi, Spyro.
Check out the in-game timer here. 26:42. That's
Amazing.
a really good run. That's only 26 seconds off PB. That's incredible.
Nice.
Nice.
Good job.
Really good.
Very good
That's
job.
what we like to see.
So yeah, thank you so much for having me on GDQ yet again, opening the marathon. It's been an honor. Thank you so much for the couch. That was great. I hope you guys have an awesome marathon. The atmosphere in here is amazing. Like, thank you very much.
Hype in the crowd!
Yeah,
Yeah, guys.
shout out to Spyro on the couch as well.
So good luck to all the runners, and thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed.
Peace out, guys. We love you.
Much love.
right, so Summer Games Done Quick is powered by Twitch, so let's go ahead and have a word from them. All right, and welcome back. Let's read some donations that came in. We've got a $100 donation from Matthew Robert Gray. This donation is from my son, Nolan. We have both been watching for years. Thank you for all you do. And we've got a $50 donation from Anna May 97. Big hype, good luck to everyone. Good love you all. We've got $5 from Gregory Calicut Jr., first-time donator, long-time watcher. Always loved these events every year and the support for Doctors Without Borders. Here's to a great SGDQ. All right, now we're going to hear from a word from our sponsors.
Plan.
Go straight for the bomb here.
Assault with long range.
If we can get crossfire in the arcade, we can actually take it.
Don't stand that close to the
That
was me.
How did that happen?
I'm aware it was you.
Here, watch this.
Okay, Vince, are you covering me?
Kind of.
Alright, I got him.
South by window, he's lit.
Oh my god, we did it! Yeah, we did it!
We have a huge thanks to our sponsor, 8-4. 8-4 is an English language localizer of numerous fan favorites from Japan, including Fire Emblem Awakening, Nier Automata, Monster Hunter World, and the critically acclaimed Pets Hamsters Bunch. They're publishers of the PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch versions of Undertale and Deltarune Chapter 1. You can find them on the internet at 8-4.jp or their second home at giantbomb.com and on Twitter at 84play. And guys, we have some great prize giveaways that are coming up. We've got a Spyro plush, it's a $15 minimum donation. Spyro quilt, it's $25 minimum donation. And a Spyro color wheel watercolor for $15 minimum donation. And we are already at $6,488.56 out of $15,000 for our Donkey Kong Country 2 All Stages Challenge. And on that note, we have got a $100 donation from Jacob205. That Minecart Madness quilt is insanely cool. So glad to see DKC2 on the schedule this year. Thanks to everyone responsible for putting on this wonderful event, and good luck to all of the runners. All right, and now we have an interview with ChrisLBC from Kungfufruitcup.
Hey everyone, welcome back. I think we're on the wrong camera. So, yeah. There we go. We did it. We did it. Okay, so that was an amazing run. Congratulations, Chris, for your awesome opening run for SGDQ this year of Spyro. That was super impressive. Any initial thoughts from you coming out of the run?
I just thought, like, it was better than any of my practice runs over the past, like, few weeks. So I was just like, I was a bit nervous going into this because, like, the trick at the end was just crazy. And yeah, I just, mind blown how good I played. So
yeah,
that was great.
So I'm not gonna lie, I was trying to write down notes and being like, okay, any blunders, I'm gonna write down and then we can talk about it. And I was like, there's like nothing for me to write down, especially like knowing the run a good amount. Like just seeing this, the only thing I can really think of was on Wizard's Peak when you had a little risky moment, but then you were able to recover, which was really nice. Do you have any backup strats for if Wizard's Peak kind of doesn't go the way you
I mean, backup strats is just, you go slower. Like, you still go through the level like the way you would normally go through it. It's just, you're slower, so.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes sense. And I saw that you have a, so there's overall, it seems like there's a good amount of strats that are carried over from the original game, and then some things that you have to adjust. Now, what's like the hardest transition for you coming from the original series with all the experience that you have?
Well, I think the game was completely different. When you go from the original to the remake, the physics are entirely different. So it was a whole new experience. I came into the game being like, wow, I'm really bad at this. And it took a lot of adjustment to get used to the physics and the changes to the game. And at first you're always like, oh man, this is so terrible. Like, why did they remake it so bad? And then eventually you're just like, you know, you get used to it.
Well, I've noticed actually a lot of the strats that even I was pretending to try out like weren't really working for me, but I've noticed you've been able to implement a lot of things that were from the original series. So how were you able to make all of that work?
I think I just tried out a lot of things. When I first played the game, I picked it up and I was like, oh, the charge jump is huge. So I started messing around with that, and I thought certain things were impossible, and then you go to the community, like the Discord that we have, and people are just finding stuff left and right. And I'm like, oh, you can do that? Oh, you can do this? And I realized like 90% of the tricks are still possible, but in like different ways. And special shout out to Beta. He's found so many crazy glitches in the past month, and it's completely revitalized the game. Like it was kind of like dying down a bit with, they patched out a certain glitch called Roll in Air in Spyro 2 and 3, which was really unfortunate. Bring it back, please. Like, bring back the glitch. Thanks. But yeah, so the game was like a little bit on the downslope, but then Beta just totally revitalized the community, and everyone's super excited about like free flight. Like you see videos on YouTube about it, and people are really excited about that trick.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. Plus the fact that you got that North Cove skip first try. It seemed like it just came to you so naturally.
I was having a lot of trouble with it the past couple weeks, and then like just a couple days before GDQ, I sat down and practiced it for like 2 hours, and finally it just clicked in my head again. I'm like, yeah, I can do it again.
That's nice.
So I was like really happy about that, because it was it's something that's very worrisome, because if you fail it, you have to reset up fairy storage, and it costs a lot of time, of course. Like going through the load screens, every failure is like a minute lost, so.
Right, and I know that that's kind of a blind attempt as well, every time you have to do it, isn't that right?
Yeah, definitely.
Can you explain what that means a little bit?
Well, you just don't know where you're going. So when you charge out of the balloon, nothing's there. So it's all like, okay, I need to turn right a certain amount, and then I need to charge down right to the perfect spot, and then the portal will load in on top of me. And yeah, it took, even to get it the first try, it took an hour just to actually get the trick. So.
Wow. Well, it was very smooth and very beautiful. And going out for the rest of the week, anything else that you want to tell the future runners?
Really just good luck, and honestly just have fun. Don't be worried about messing stuff up. Just get into it and just have a blast. That's what we're here for. Doing this for charity. It's not a world record attempt. Just do your best and have fun with it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's really good advice. Cool. Well, amazing first run of the marathon. Great work again. Thank you so much for chatting with us for a bit.
Thank you.
We've got a few more donations while we wait for the next run to set up. We have a $50 donation from Anonymous. After years of watching the videos, I can finally watch live and even donate. I'm looking forward to the fantastic lineup we have, and good luck to all of the runners. We have a $25 donation from Scribble and Scrabble. Hi, SGDQ. Excited for another year of speedruns and helping out others. Starting the stream off right with games from my childhood. We have a $77.77 donation from Nairlat. Hi, first time catching the event live and very excited. Good luck and thank you to all runners, crew, and staff.